What's up, y'all? This Rom Wills back at it with yet another video with the lovely Miss Brittany Martin. How you doing, love? How you doing? Tell people about
Hi,
yourself.
Rom.
Hey.
Well, I am a fan of yours. I've been following your channel for a few years. Didn't know you had an Instagram and, reached out to you. And I still can't believe you respond to me. So, but I've been following your channel for a while and I like the content that you're putting out. I like the male perspective and just kind of get a little bit more insight to what's going on, on this dating scene. So,
Oh, okay. Well, you had mentioned when we had talked last week, you know, you had the iPhone, I had the Android, so we had to do that time a different way. Hey, I don't mind. I don't mind because if everybody else got one thing, I'm doing the other thing. But
all right.
check it out. What's your thoughts on that? Because you had mentioned the whole, like I talked about the select, non-select thing. Tell me from your perspective, a woman's perspective, what type of men that you and maybe your girlfriends consider select?
So, the man I consider select, oftentimes it's kind of always associated with the tax bracket he's in, but I've dated well into the six-figure men, and not all of them have been select, right?
Oh, okay.
And the reason I say that is because I judge it by their character, their morals. I like to feel prioritized, okay? I can be spoiled sometimes. I like to feel prioritized by my man. I like to feel coveted by my man. I like to know that he adheres to my love languages. I want to feel like there's a future invested. And I've been with high value tax bracket men and felt like a number before, felt like an option, and yes, they will wine you and dine you and they'll spend money. And of course, what woman doesn't like to be spoiled in luxury things, but it might not be a future, might be for the moment, he might drop in and out periodically. I mean, I've been flown around the city before dinner before, really nice, things, but there's no future in that man either, but he'll send gifts.
Okay, but hold up. All right, but you getting these high value men, it's a big deal. You got these coaches trying to tell ladies how to get them, and it's like casual to you. I'm like, oh yeah, they flow me around, but yeah, it's all right. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. A lot of ladies might be hitting you up. They might be following your channel and everything after all of this.
Yes, and I will put the link below. It's B for Beauty.
Okay, B for Beauty. Oh yeah, you got some stuff on there. Now hold up. So you said some of them were select, but some of them weren't select though. I mean, that's interesting. So it's not just the money piece. I mean, kind of enlighten a brother on that. I thought all we needed was some money or something, especially according to a lot of ladies.
I'll give you another example. Right. So very recently, like last month, I met this guy. I know he's bringing in at about $250,000. I know he is. Huge mansion, a big 6-bedroom, and it's single man, however, so we go on a couple of dates. There's no chemistry there. He wasn't funny. He wasn't charismatic. I don't know if because of the tax bracket he was in, he thought he could just show up and not actually charm me or, engage. I don't know if he thought I was instantly just supposed to flock because, hey, the money is there. You court me, you date me, you figure out how to charm me kind of thing. And that's not what I'm accustomed to. So after about 2 weeks of trying to see if there is something there, I told him we're not a match.
Now hold up, how you gonna tell this man with his mansion, his money, y'all not a match? According to some guys, and I've talked about this before, because I said, okay, because you heard me, I tell men, hey, don't use that money, lead with your wallet and stuff. It's good you got money. Every man needs to build up. And I say, do it for that. But then I also say, you still got to talk to the woman.
Hello.
You still got to have that charisma. You still got to have that connection. So you say this guy got all this, but y'all didn't have that connection? You couldn't
There was,
close your eyes and just roll with the flow?
it was like watching paint dry. It was.
Oh, dang.
He was a nice guy. He was a genuine person. He was a nice guy. He was a hard worker. And if I was someone who was just about the bag and not about the connection and actually wanted to, love my man and, actually have a spiritual, emotional, mental connection with my man, then yeah, I could go just for the fact that he was in a high tax bracket and was very interested in me. But I wanted more than that. Of course I want you to be a man of means. I want you, but I still want to actually enjoy and crave my man, like it wasn't there. It just wasn't.
Well, hold up. Let's talk about that crave thing for a second.
Why I say it? I shouldn't.
You know me. Come on, man. You've been following me for years. You know I've been talking about that sex and everything. What's that? Okay, because we talked about the money part. That's to me, money's a tool that people should have a lot of. And then you talked about the personality characteristics, but what type of men that you be checking out, and maybe, some of your girlfriends and stuff like that be checking out physically?
Physical, going straight for physical. I have a thing for chocolate, okay? All my guys are really chocolate. They're usually low cut, facial hair. I like a deep voice, and that's just like, the outward appearance. But beyond that, is the masculinity. I like masculine men. I like dominance. I like for you to have an air about you that, other men will respect. I like to feel like nothing is going to happen while I'm on your arm. I like you to be very secure. My ex-fiance was 5'6". I'm 5'4". And when he came over to me, I was like, this short guy. And I was like, in my heels, I would tower over you. When he was talking to me, he was like, yeah, but you're going to be big and tall on my arm. And I was like, oh, okay. It's about, the way you carry yourself. Women can see your confidence and we can see the lack of it too,
Oh, snap. Why'd you bring up the C word? Confidence, because what I'm finding, because, okay, I'm having this conversation publicly with you. And of course, we had the private conversations and stuff. But one thing I'm hearing from a lot of ladies, a lot of very attractive ladies who, have assets. You know what assets I'm talking about, love. But, got assets, looking good. But I'm noticing, even though, and people know me from promoting the body game and everything. And I look at the physical thing. But then it always comes down to some mental traits, because I always talk about this retreat I did. It was men and women there, and the women were breaking this down in a way that I don't really be getting into, because me, I get into, the physical part, the charisma, the masculinity and stuff. But y'all were talking about that energy and focus more on that charisma, that vibe, especially that masculinity there. Now, here's a question. Here's a serious question, because this is a very important thing. How do you feel about the masculinity you see overall with men today? Not just getting with you. No, not just dealing with you, but just overall, like you walking down the street. I mean, do you feel that masculine energy from the men that you just casually like passing by or something?
Not often, no.
Really?
Often, not often, because I'll often get stares and won't be approached.
I'm gonna ask you about that in a second. So wait a minute. So you don't feel like they being aggressive enough, or are they intimidated? Because if I saw you walking down the street, I'll be,
Rom, I know you.
And I'll be like, hey, how you doing, girl? What's up? I'm just gonna step over here and holler at you.
Right. But they'll often just stare. It's actually, when I do get a man that approaches, he'll often say, I know you get approached all the time. And I actually don't. I get stared at all the time.
You know what? I like you said that, because I've told like men on my private site, I said, look, you see those attractive women, just walk up, just be calm. Don't be stupid. because a lot of guys think like attractive women, beautiful women, sexy women just got all these men and they just being constantly approached. But a lot of guys getting scared because of that. And then when some average looking dude who don't look like he even got money or something is walking around with that woman, like, how he get her? He probably approached her. Because I've had a lot of women say that. A lot of women. In fact, some women even say that to me. They say, Ron, you didn't seem like you were scared of me.
That's why I like
bigger than seriously, but that's a major issue. And it's like everything you say, and like somebody might watch this and say, oh, well, that's just Brittany's opinion. But
other women are saying it
over and over and over again. And, you know, of course, a lot of guys are talking about some other stuff and complaining about the women. And just to be clear, because I know a lot of men, especially some brothers, be complaining about Black women, but everything you saying, I've heard some white women say, I've heard some Asian women, I've heard some
really
Hispanic women say it. Seriously, I've heard them say the exact same thing, word for word. If y'all were to write, all y'all write your stuff down and, you know, I'm just reading
it would all sound the same.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who was who. I really couldn't. And it's amazing because I think that's a big problem out here, because even like if any men who really listen to what I'm saying, women too, I'm always throwing the masculine part in there, just being masculine, just being bold. And my thing is, but see, here's a big issue. And maybe you can address this. A lot of men are afraid of that rejection. They're afraid, and they afraid that y'all might reject, not just reject them, but reject them harshly. I mean, if you can speak on that rejection piece. Now, I understand if they just being, you know, stupid and stuff, but some guys feel like, at least say they're approaching, you know, respectfully, and the woman's rejected. I mean, what are you seeing out there, or what have you done?
Well, for one, I feel like if she's rejecting you harshly and you've come to her respectfully, then she's childish. You know, I feel like, you know, of course, come respectfully. And if you are rejected, then that's a part of life. I mean, that just comes with the territory. Like, part of what I do is I'm in sales. I expect 99 no's and 1 yes. Rejection does not bother me because of that. So I don't really understand people that are intimidated by rejection. But not to mention, you know, you're thinking about rejection, but she, if she's me, is thinking, you act like you scared to talk to women, you know, and I don't want no timid man. You know, I like, if I like dominance, I like a man's man, a masculine man. That man is not scared to talk to women. You know, so I feel like still try, still approach, still be, you know, I can understand a bit more when they don't want to approach a group. You know, I think when a lot of women have smartened up and will sometimes go to the bar or go to a spot alone or happy hour alone. We've kind of wised up to that a little bit more too. You know, shout out to Shira7 for that when she put me on that one.
Now you brought her name up. You know somebody gonna say something now. But you know what though? I don't agree with everything she say, but I do like Shira.
But so yeah, just give it a shot. You know, you might meet your wife just by shooting your shot.
Well, two things. I want to get into something connected with that, but I like how you said, you know, y'all go someplace single and everything. One thing I've been telling men, y'all hunt, but y'all slick with you. Y'all rarely approach a man, but y'all will put yourselves in a position. Because I know what you do, girl. I know you go to that bar.
No. What you doing?
You be dressed. And I seen the IG pics, and you probably be up there looking all nice, you know, cross those legs. And, you know, that guy come from over, he get up the courage. He think he approaching, he think he doing a cold approach. You saw him as soon as you walked in. Positions yourself. You know how you do. Y'all know how y'all do, because a lot of men don't respect y'all game. But I tell men, y'all game, y'all done peep that guy from like 5 blocks back.
Oh, absolutely. Like, the thing is, oftentimes when we're dropping our little breadcrumbs, the men sometimes won't catch the hint that this is your opening. This is your opening. women I know, we don't want to approach. I still like to be pursued. I feel like, you come get me, but I will, drop what I call little breadcrumbs here and there. Like, say for instance, I'm in a nice suit store. Mm-hmm. First of all, I'm gonna be in something flirty, toes and nails done, maybe some type of little flowy skirt, of course my heels, my hair, my curls, my makeup, maybe even, whatever, and smelling all sweet. And I might, say if I'm hunting, like you say.
You know what y'all do. Come on now. Don't play with me.
Vulgar hunting.
Yeah, y'all know y'all be. No, well, y'all fish. Y'all fishing. Y'all throw that net out.
We fish. We throw it out there. Yeah. You might get asked, what do you think of this tie from my dad? Or, in a setting like that. Or if you're in the gym and her form is bad, if she's asking, am I doing this right? That's your opening. If you are, if she's making a couple of eye contacts and she gives you a smile, or maybe she didn't necessarily want to smile because she don't want to come across aggressive. She don't know if you're somebody's husband or not, but if your instinct says, was that a shot? Go ahead and go with it and go see, so I do various things like that. So.
Yeah, I know you do. That's why I'm trying to get it out of you. Hey, some guys gonna be hitting you up and stuff. Shoot, your IG going to explode.
Oh, Lord.
It's going to explode. Shoot, nah, man, definitely. Well, hope the ladies hit up your YouTube. But that's, that goes into that whole thing, because it's a big argument about choosing signals versus cold approach. Mm-hmm. But my thing is, like I tell, like, I'm not big on approaching, but if I see a woman, she real fine, I use what I call the damn principle.
I've heard you say that.
Yeah, if I say damn some way or some form, I'm approaching. But see, here's how slick y'all are, though. You still saw that guy from a ways away. Y'all will put yourselves in position, because I've had women tell me that. I'm thinking I'm doing the approach and doing all this, and they say, "Oh no, I knew about you for 6 months."
Oh yeah, if y'all was in the grocery store, she saw you and she went back around aisle 2 to go pick up something she already had in her basket real quick, and sashay a little bit. Absolutely. But it's for you to pick it up. Like, gosh, pay attention to the clues. I just get annoyed when I'm like, all right, I've dropped the crumbs. You're not catching it. Apparently you're not hungry. It's time to go.
No, but that's some real game, because I think what it really just comes down to, a man got to approach, whether he believe in choosing signals or a cold approach, he still got to approach. It's extremely rare that a woman will walk up to a man and say, you're a big fine man, why don't you come poke it in? It's rare y'all gonna do that. Some will do that, but then the women who direct like that, I wouldn't advise a man deal with that, because usually they control it. So I like your way of doing it. You put that style in, and then you make sure that man's masculine, because the very nature of masculine energy is to be assertive, is to be aggressive, because that's how it should be. That's how it should be anyway. But see, too many men out here worried about that fear, worried about how to approach, think they got to approach with a line. And see, that's something else too. How you feel about lines? Would you rather a man hit you with a line, or just come with some straight, direct conversation?
Like a line, like a actual pickup line?
Yeah, it's like something corny, and it's not, it's two different types of pickup lines. Like, they might do something and it's totally indirect or something, they expect y'all to respond. Or sometimes they come and it's a blatant pickup line, but it's kind of jokey, and y'all know it's a joke, but then you flow from it. But it's, either one of those, or would you rather they just come up, say, hey, how you doing? I saw you from across here. I'd like to get to know you, or however they do it. Because there's no specific line. I'll just say with me, because it's rare I do approach like that. But usually I just say, hey, how you doing? My name's such and such, and, and just flow with it from there. It's usually some flow. And, the woman already did something to make it obvious she wanted me to approach. So I was like, okay, even if it's a cold approach, but, but then,
I would rather I would rather you just talk to me straight,
Okay, direct, honest.
Just be direct, be honest, introduce yourself. Don't baby me and or whatever. I'm gonna be like, oh Lord. Mm-hmm. But just have a conversation. Don't slump your shoulders. Don't be aware of your non-verbal communication too. If you are shoulder slump, can't look me in my face, your voice is meek, or like you scared to talk to me. I feel like if you doubt you, I doubt you too. So protect, speak confidently. You know what I mean? If you throw a little face in there and talk.
Okay. Well, here's something too. Here's something. I'm a shoot, because you're a beautiful young lady who just straight up. Yeah. What's y'all honest feeling like if a man got that real handsome face, but you can't tell anything else about him? How do y'all really feel about a man?
You mean face? From afar?
Just up close. Well, I mean, seriously, his looks.
I can see a really handsome man and find him attractive, but oftentimes I'll also worry if he got too many options. This is just my mind.
Okay.
Like, it's not that I don't want someone that's desirable, but I like to feel like I'm the pretty one in the relationship. I don't want you to be too fine. I don't want us to compete for the mirror. I don't want to feel like it's, I want my man well put together and, nice looking and handsome. But, I've had really, really handsome guys, and I've dated guys some might even consider ugly, but it was something that sparked me with them. It was either how they interact with me, or they met me at the gym, they met me somewhere. It was their interaction with me initially, so like a handsome face, you might look, but that still might not sell you.
Thank you. I be saying it, people thinking I'm crazy. I say, look, let me get a woman to say this shit.
Yeah.
Because that's what I've said, because what I've told guys is, it's great, but then you got to make sure everything else is on point. Because like, say the guy, he looks that good, but say he's not masculine. Say when he's talking to you, his shoulders are slumped. He ain't looking you in the eye. It's like, okay, what good was that?
Right.
And
feminine plus energy or something, or
exactly.
So no,
exactly.
That's always still the deal.
Now, the reason I even asked that is you'd be surprised how many women, no, you actually wouldn't be surprised. Guys would be surprised. How many women have said they got turned out by some guy, but he had a touch of ugly or something, or he was average looking. But they would always say he was charismatic. He could talk, he could dress, he was built and everything. Oh, built. Hold up. I think you touched on it a bit. I'm going to get into that. I promote the body game. How you feel about
promote, Rom?
You know how I promote the body game. I'll be telling guys hit that gym. And you be in the gym, so I mean, you like a guy got a good body build, right?
I don't necessarily have to have you chisel. I actually like a dad bod. I do.
Really? Okay. But that's still body.
I don't like skinny. I don't like skinny men. Even if you are muscular and skinny, I just don't like that. You can be muscular. You can, have an average body. You can have a little bit of belly. You just can't be an obese guy, but you don't have to be necessarily chiseled. You can be like kind of football player stocky. That's sexy too.
Oh, okay. Well, and one of the things I've told men about it, I say, get your best body and see who's paying attention. Because some guys will say, well, everybody got to be chiseled and stuff. But I've seen a lot of women say exactly what you said. They say, no, we wanted to be in good shape, but he don't have to be chiseled. In fact, some women, I remember it was on IG, and they had pics of all these guys with their abs out and stuff, and the one dad bod, and all the women were going crazy over the dad bod. And I was just like, what? But I'm going to tell you what, and see, this is one of the reasons I wanted to even talk to you and have a beautiful young lady's viewpoint on all of this, because as men, and this is even myself, we'll see something one way, but we don't have a vagina. We don't have, and y'all be looking at stuff, and y'all be like, I've had women tell me some stuff, and I'm like, what, you paying attention to that? And it be like, wow. But like I said, y'all looking at the whole picture, because that's one thing I do. Y'all look at everything, and I've told guys that I say women look at everything.
Oh yeah.
I've even did videos where I've showed a checklist that was made by a woman. I mean, she rated the face, she rated the body, the clothes, the style, whether or not he could be where he could be on the roster, friend, boyfriend, sex partner, and all of that, shoes, everything. And that's the thing, because I've told, and I've even did some on-demand videos where I'm telling guys, look, develop everything you can. Don't worry about what you lack, make up for it in other areas. If you not, like you said, you were going crazy over that guy, that 5'6" guy, he was just had that masculine energy, and you was just okay.
And always smell good too.
Oh, snap. Oh man.
I'm telling you, you can be out. Me and my girls have been out. We've been minding our business, and it comes across your nose, and we're, it's like an animal instinct. It really goes from the nose to the vagina. It really does. Like that good, good expensive cologne. Not necessarily always even just have to be expensive, just like, like a good brand. It's enticing, it's sexy. You could start a conversation on that alone, just smelling good. She might be like, what is that? So in addition to, looking good, dressing well, and if you're not someone who's, fashion forward, you can always go to one of these men's stores. Most of the time it's women working there. I mean, you have some guys there, but it's a lot of women that work in those men's stores. Let them dress you. I used to work in men's stores. I used to dress them men to death. So, I mean.
No, that's some game right there. I actually said that before in the video. Because like when I would go to stores and look for ties, I always find a lady like a salesperson. It's like, how does tie look? And they say, no, not that one. This one. Every single time. Because, and that's why I always said, if before this COVID thing, I had in the back of my mind a plan, like maybe some men's type of store and stuff. But I already said I was going to hire a bunch of women to work in there.
Look at you.
Hey, I'm a salesman too. So, I know how it is. And see, y'all will break stuff down, just like you said. And it's all those little things. But I love what you said about the smell, though, because y'all be looking at a man's picture. I'll be like, I bet he smells good. Y'all know how I do. And I love how you said from the nose to the vagina. Oh, my goodness. Some guys going to be going out now. They're going to be looking for those colognes now. But the thing with y'all is
somebody's cologne now.
Huh?
I thought you promoted somebody's cologne now.
Hey, but you gave that some real game, because I'm gonna tell you what, and this is one thing I've noticed with a lot of men, because it's almost a frustration for me, because I'm trying to say what to do, tell them all this stuff. But too many guys, they get caught up in one thing, or they think they have one thing and wonder, oh, I'm not getting the women. You don't got this other stuff. You're not smelling good. You're not you're not brushing your teeth or something, seriously, or you're not acting masculine. You're boring. Y'all love excitement. Y'all love excitement. Now, here's a question. I'm gonna go there. Because I'm controversial. All right. Now, I ain't saying you do it. Let me be clear for everybody listening. I ain't saying you do it, but I'm sure you've had some girlfriends who had a guy, but then they had that guy on the side. They had what I call the my bad guy. If the guy come home early, this other guy with her and something, the other guy just like, my bad. But why don't you, from the women that I know at least some women who had that side piece. What was it that they were doing?
Is there a side piece, or is it Mr. Goodbar? Because I watch your shows.
He's probably both. Probably both. Well, no, Mr. Goodbar, he could be the side piece. Sometimes he's just a friends with benefit or whatever y'all want to call him. But usually in this case, I'm just talking about the guy who y'all would cheat with, or your friends would cheat with. Like I said, I don't know what you do. So I'm gonna give you a benefit of the doubt, but I know you know some women who've done that because I know some women, and they would be casual about it too. So, oh yeah, I got my side piece, and or my main guy was bothering me on the wrong day. I was hanging out with my side piece. Like, okay, but I mean, what was it about the women that made them cheat?
Well, I don't cheat.
I
Okay.
know. I said you
Black
got to
women
know
don't cheat.
somebody.
Yeah.
What you say?
I said black women don't cheat.
Okay, I'm gonna be nice and let that one go. Okay, all right. Okay, say hypothetically when black women cheat, or Hispanic women cheat, or Asian women cheat, or white women, or Martian women cheat. Why are they cheating on that man who paying the bills?
Are we talking about married women or
married women? Well, married women, women with long-term mates, women who got that good man that they can take out to the family cookout with them, and Uncle Junior won't clown them too much, but they got that side piece. What's the deal with that?
So for one, with of course every woman wants a provider man, but that can't be the only thing you are, especially if she has been self-sufficient and things were getting paid comfortably before you ever came. So that's not the biggest thing, because it was already being done. So I think many times it's lack of attention, lack of an emotional connection. For me, it would be lack of covenant. If I don't feel like I'm your trigger, if I don't feel like you don't play about me, and you're tolerant of BS towards me, say for instance, we're with your family, your mom insists on being catty and competitive, and you don't shut things like that down, I'm out of there. Or I'm definitely a bit more open now because I don't feel like you are prioritizing me in the way that I want to be, especially because I'm a verbal communicator. So it's very likely I already have told you how I receive love, and if you're not going to adhere to that, then you're kind of leaving me open.
Oh, okay. Now, you're such a sweetie. You gave that sweet answer. I like that. I did, sweet. I did. That is so sweet. Because you kind of went around that, maybe that side guy just got that good.
I don't know any men that are women that are cheating just because the other dude got better dick, Rom. We are emotional people, okay?
Okay.
We are, if it's likelier because of something emotional that happened.
Okay.
Or that he cheated. Maybe it's a revenge cheat. And, and he cheated and he messed up. He cheated, she cheated back. And that side dude, end up being a little bit more than a revenge cheat. But again, you opened her for that too.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can agree on that. We can agree on that. We can agree on that because whatever the case, that man's not doing something.
Right.
Now, from Rom's experience, because I wasn't like the best of dudes when I was younger. They just wanted the good. And they were cool and everything, but they wanted the good. And these were like women with boyfriends, though. I didn't mess with anybody who had a husband or something, because the husband to come track you down, the boyfriend just get mad. But the husband come track you down. And it was usually for that good, though. And, I've heard some other women say that. I think you just being nice. But at the same time, I got to respect what you say, because that is an issue, because sometimes women do be with a man and he's not paying attention, or even if he's making a lot of money, he might be working too much because, as ladies, y'all do need a certain amount of attention. I've known some guys work real hard and they'll say, hey, you know what? I got to go spend some time with my woman. I got to give her some attention, because that other guy, he'll pick up on it. Especially some guys don't care. And they'll
be
do
your
it.
friend. He'll be your friend.
Yeah. Hey, how everything going with you and dude? He won't put the dude down, but he'll keep her nice and comfortable. And then that one time,
be her listening ear when you start messing up and all of that.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Wow. But I mean, you know what? Shoot, man, we've been at this a while. We could be here all night, probably. One thing I respect about you too, Brittany. You just tell it straight up.
Thank you.
That's why we even doing this.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing. Let these people know how they can find you again.
Oh, well, my Instagram is Brittany, BRIDNEY 8011. And my YouTube channel is B for Beauty, where I'm doing beauty product reviews, and that includes hair, makeup, nails. And when I'm not talking to Rom Wills, and the link is going to be below information. So,
Okay. Okay. So, all right, because you know, like, I mean, we just flow with it because you say, I'm like, man, she's like ticking off everything. I'll be saying, shit, let me ask her more stuff, but maybe we'll do that in the future. We'll see how this goes.
I've been learning from you over the years.
You've been learning from me?
I've been learning from you.
Oh my goodness. Now there's gonna be some guy that was trying to holler at you, say, that's why she didn't want to mess with me.
She been watching time.
Yeah, nah, but I was like, dude, you weren't masculine enough. She telling you what she want. Mm-hmm. You telling them, look, dude, don't gotta be 6 feet. You just gotta be masculine. Like, I'm like, you handed it to them. And you know they're gonna hit you up, and you know why they're gonna hit you up there.
Why is that?
Look at the picture. Because I'm looking, I'm like,
don't do it wrong.
Okay, yeah. All right. She said something. I'm not even sure what she just said, but she looked.
I'm not about to play with you.
Nah, but you know, you good peoples. You really good peoples and everything. But this is great. And you know what? I want to see your channel grow. And a lot of women need it, because I get a lot of women that be checking these out too. And,
yeah.
You know, definitely your channel need to grow and everything like that. And, you know, probably have you on again, probably find some issue to talk about, you know. We'd be doing FaceTime or something. And it's like, damn, that's deep. Oh, let's get this, let's record this or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but you know, any final words before we sign off?
No, just, you know, relax, get out there. It's tough, the dating game, but, you know, keep on watching Rom and getting hip to the game. Listen to what he tell you, man up, approach these women. We want these things. That's, I mean, you know, we want a man's man and do what men do. So.
All right. Thank you, dear. Thank you. So everybody, that's it. Comment in the thing. Don't mess with my buddy. I'll delete you. No, you don't mess with my peoples. No, you don't take shots at my peoples. I'm gonna just be real with you. If you guys say something, say negative. At least keep it respectful. If you have some disagreement, just keep it respectful. Okay, that's all I'm asking.
Right. So, that's right.
You know, well, I don't mind respectful disagreements. So, because you know how protective I am about my peoples. You know, so.
That's right.
So anyway, y'all have a good time, and you know, peace and many blessings. Talk to y'all.